people? What's up, folks? What it do? If we coming through loud and clear, put a 1 in the comment section. If we coming through loud and clear, put a 1 in the comment section. What's up, K-Bum? What's up, Mr. Norris? Are y'all talking? Y'all quiet?
Sorry, sir. I was listening to the YouTube, making sure that your voice was coming in nice and silky smooth. It's not silky smooth, but it's still coming in, so it's all good. I'm here.
I mean, don't hate.
Yeah. What you do? Yeah, man, I'm here. I had to step away for just a second, but I'm here.
Understood. No, man, we are here. We got a little bit to cover. How many people got a chance to check out some of the new videos of gaming information that came out this week? But I think we got Ubisoft's Mario Rabbids presentation. We got Nintendo's partner showcase, mini showcase. What else did we have this week?
Or Ubisoft had I didn't know they had a thing this week.
Yeah, that was the Nintendo Mario plus Rabbids. That was Ubisoft.
Yeah, I thought they had
It wasn't
more
a
than just
separate.
that.
It wasn't a separate thing.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, that was the only thing that, yeah, it was yeah. Thank you, K.
No problem. Anytime.
You know what I'm saying? Having my back like that. But, so we got a little bit to talk about. So,
Talk about the letdown. I don't know if you were on Twitter or not. There was a big letdown this week. This one guy, you know, the insiders, as always. There was an insider that said that they were going to release, they were going to release an announcement to talk about God of War 2, and everyone was holding their breath. I believe yesterday for the news, and it never came. And so the insider has gotten a bunch of hate, and he came back and say, you know, when I say things like may or should, it's not a guarantee. So he's trying to backtrack on this insiderness.
okay, what? God of War 2? Oh, you talking about God of War?
Yeah, the reboot.
Ragnarok.
I guess not the reboot, but Ragnarok. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's God of War 2. I don't know what they're calling it because the last one was called God of War. So
okay.
I don't know what they're calling it, but yeah.
No, I ain't hear nothing about that. I know it's been a minute. I kind of, you know, the whole, all the predictions and all this type of stuff, I kind of just read them and keep on moving, man. I don't really get lost in them no more. There's rumors everywhere. This whole direct was supposed to be a big direct, and it ended up being dropped. Steph dropped on YouTube. No, it wasn't even, I don't even know if they announced it.
They announced it like one day before, I think.
Alright, so I still got to go watch the new Miss Marvel. I haven't watched that. I'll probably watch that when I get off here tonight.
I haven't watched it either.
Yeah, I got to watch that one. Me and the wife, man, sat down and watched. She finally watched Multiverse of Madness. And I'm going to be honest with you. The more I watch it, the less I like it. I'm going to be honest. The more I watch Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, the less I like it.
Right.
Huh? Why?
No, I don't. No. I said right. I don't disagree with that.
I think I'm at the point of saying it's trash.
Oh no.
I'm not at that point yet. I'm not
close.
at the point of calling it trash, but I am at the point. Well, I was at the point when I saw it that I didn't think it was that good of a movie.
Yeah, it was broken in so many ways, man, that I didn't really. Okay, of course I fell asleep at the theater, so let's get that.
The old level head special.
One hitter quitter, TKO.
Gotta start watching these movies during the day, my brother.
Out, so I was absolutely out. But so when I watched it here, because it kind of came, that was a quick turnaround.
45 days.
Yeah, that was like wow. So when I watched it, I was like, man, the pacing in this movie is really trash. the visuals were trash. The set pieces were trash. It felt like this could have easily went directly to Disney. It didn't feel. It felt okay. Certain scenes felt movie-like. Other scenes felt like an extension of WandaVision. So I thought the storyline was kind of wonky and poorly constructed. I liked Wanda. But it felt like Wanda was out of place. It felt like they didn't deserve what she brought to the table for the movie. It's like she was superb and everything else around her didn't really make sense of why. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm like, man, the more I watch this movie, it's a weak one for me. Anyway, we ain't here to talk about that. Anything else before we get into? Well, let's go ahead and open up the show. First of all, let's go.
It's about to get live. We keep it pretty level, no surprise. Come and listen to the topic plus. Yeah, check out our discussion. Keith Norris and DJ Cash. K-Bum 20 on the MIC. Check our night all the way in Germany. Level head, you know who that boy is. But I say, live and level. We on the MIC. Live and level. We just talking them games. Live and level. Take a seat and listen up, man. Live and level.
What's up? We are here, we are ready to go. I have my crew in these internet streets. What's up, fellas? We was talking, but y'all know we just kicking the show off right. What it do?
What it do? Nothing much, man.
I thought you were about to say, you, Superman.
What's up?
But yeah, man.
Tell 'em.
But no, man. Welcome back to another Live and Level Gamers podcast. Y'all know who we be. Keith Norris, K-Bum 20. We was kind of talking earlier, and I didn't want to just keep talking without starting and kicking things off right. So y'all got our introduction. We're going to redo that, update it a little bit, because this seems to be the crew for the foreseeable future. But what's been good, man? We got a lot to talk about, fellas. We got a lot to cover, and we ain't trying to take a whole lot of time to do it.
Let's not take a whole lot of time with.
Yeah, let's not take a whole lot of time. So let's get on in what you've been gaming on. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on.
All right. So, who want to go first? Mr. Norris?
Yeah, I go
wants
first.
to go first? All right, go ahead, Mr. Norris. What have you been gaming on, my friend?
You have won a brand new. So my boy K-Bum has finished Cyberpunk, and I never finished it. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and finish this game. So I was like at one step away from the. You have reached a point of no return. So I'm at that point.
That mission. Yeah, that mission.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm right there. So I was playing it, but then I got sleepy and couldn't finish it. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close to going ahead and knocking that game out. And then I started Outer Worlds on Game Pass and Octopath Traveler. Trying to see if I can get into these turn-based. Never was my style. The closest I played to turn-based was some game on the N64. Cannot remember the name of it. And Xenoblade Chronicles X. So, I mean, I'm not. That's not really my style. But I'm not even gonna lie to you. That game put me to sleep with all that talking. I was like,
Which game?
Octopath Traveler. I was like, look,
Uh,
I'm finna get into the story, all this talking, and then because it's like it goes between voice acting and then talking, and it's like, come on, man, pick one. Because I
Voice
closed my
acting and
eyes one
reading.
time.
You talking about voice
Yeah,
acting and reading?
I closed my eyes one time thinking like they was finna just talk to me because I was sleepy then too, thinking they was finna talk to me. No, I had to read. And I was like, what? You started off talking, then you just gonna stop talking? But
got him.
anyways, but that's pretty much what I've been playing this week.
Okay, all right. Octopath. I played Octo the demo, and I agree. It's a lot of reading. I played enough of to realize I just ain't into turn based. I can't do turn based. So, but the visuals was pretty cool. Throwback, got that
Right.
nostalgic Nintendo NES feel. So, but yeah. I'm interested to see if how long you stick with it, if you stick with it.
We'll see. We will see.
Mr. K Bum, what you been gaming on, bro?
Man, so the majority of my time I've been spending in Horizon. I've been spending
Okay.
the majority of my time playing Horizon: The Forbidden West, and I've it's taking me a little bit longer to get into this one. I've been kind of like, it's okay. But I think I think it's a slow build up. I think that's the problem. And I think I'm doing too many side quests at the beginning. I'm 26 hours in, and I'm only what did that say? It says I'm only like 24% done of the game with the game. So this is going to be just going to be a long one. So I think I think I'm done too many side quests and taking too much, uh, time away from the main story because I've been really focused on the main storyline. I've been kind of just getting my level up and getting some gear and stuff like that. So I probably need to just put my foot on the gas and focus on the main story because when you open up the map, there's so many just question marks all over the map, and you want to kind of like see what this is or see what that is. And so I've kind of just been, doing exploration, which is not my favorite part of games. But I've been kind of just seeing what's going on in the map, and I think I'm about done doing that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and focus a little bit more on the storyline, kind of see because the story is getting better as I'm playing it. But again, I'm not blown away with this one. I think, like I said, the graphic looks good. The gameplay is, I mean, it's not, it hasn't changed,
Uh-oh.
right?
That's my
Right.
that's my
The
feeling.
gameplay hasn't evolved.
Okay.
I think it's a good way to say it. If you like the gameplay beforehand, which is like I said, which was a take on what was the game? Tomb Raider, the newest Tomb Raider with the bow and arrow. I mean, it's there. I haven't really seen too much of a game changer that evolved the gameplay into something else. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's a cool game. Like I said, I got to focus on the story, the main story, and then it'll probably it's been flowing a little bit better since I've been focused on the main story. Let me say that it's been flowing a little bit better and felt a little better. And then what I want to be gaming on is this Overwatch 2 beta. That's what I want to be gaming on. But I have not been sent my beta keys yet. So I'm hoping that I believe they said everybody who signed up should be able to get in. So I'm waiting for Blizzard to send me my uh, password for my beta access, so I can get to playing this Overwatch 2. That's kind of what I want to be gaming on. So hopefully this weekend I can get that and I can hop on that.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad you already playing Horizon because that was my fear that it wasn't going to be enough of a departure or enough of a evolution from the first one outside of visuals, which even visually is not. It's not. I mean, it's better looking. Don't get me wrong, but the first one looks good. So, and the storyline was kind of slow, and that's what kind of took me out was a combination of the slow storyline, the constant having to go and learn this new tech, and the combat. It was like I just ain't here for trying to pin these whatever these
Machines.
dinosaur machines down. I just ain't into it. I'd rather fight it a different way than having to shoot a grapple hook and pin it to the ground. I was like, man, that's all. I'm good. And I just got bored of it. I'm just gonna be real. That's what happened with it. It was cool for about 12, 13 hours. It was cool. And I was like, man, I don't want to fight that. I don't feel like dealing with that. After I kind of liberated this particular clan that was being kind of bullied by this group, I was kind of done after that one. And I like the exploration more than the actual game, the actual story. Just exploring the world and getting lost. I like that more than trying to complete the storyline. So I might have to wait on this one. I'm glad you said that and being honest, man.
I'm being honest. I want to like it, right? I want to think it's a great game, but I mean I have to be honest, and I don't care. I don't care that it's a PlayStation exclusive. I'm not that hardcore PlayStation that I got to pump it up. It's okay.
Right. And I knew you would.
It's okay.
I ain't saying that me and your taste don't always cut across the same plane, but I felt like if K-Bone say he don't like this game, then this can let me say.
I didn't say that much. I didn't say that much.
You don't. I mean, you ain't. It's okay. That's what I mean.
I said yeah. I say it's okay. I'm not saying like, oh my God, you got to get this game now. No,
right.
It's okay. It's if you have other things in your backlog, I say you can get to it eventually.
All right. It ain't like Ratchet and Clank where I need to go get it right now.
Oh, Ratchet and Clank was a rat now
right
game. This ain't it.
So for me, man, I haven't played much this week. I'm trying to finish this Ninja Turtles with my daughters. They keep quitting on me, but we finally at Shredder.
That's funny.
And I'm playing with all four of them, and my two twins, they learning how to play like traditional controls. My daughter Kendall is bougie, and if you don't play the game she wants to play, she don't want to play at all. So she a Ninja Turtle fanatic.
That's funny.
But don't want to play the game because she wants to play Just Dance or she wants to play Animal Crossing. And I'm like, Kendall, let's finish this game. And my attitude don't be the best when she does it. I get upset because I bought it to play it with her. And she the main one don't want to play. So I'm struck.
And now you feel let down as a father.
Yeah, I feel upset. Like, yeah. So I'm stuck playing with my twins who don't know how to play. And it's constantly, all right, come on, guys. And they just standing there holding they keep doing the taunt. My daughter Nyla,
Oh my gosh.
just loves doing the taunt with Michelangelo. No, Raphael. And you know, Raphael Taunt is laughing. And the whole
That's the
game.
best.
I'm like, man, Lord Jesus, hurry up and get me through this game. So we finally got the Shredder. And the game is dope. I mean, I got it on hard down here, and it's taking me a little bit longer to get through. I'm kind of down here. I'm at the Rat King. I think I just beat the Rat King on the PlayStation 5. Upstairs, I got it on easy for them, so it's basically just a button smash. You ain't gonna lose. You get more men. If you get a pizza, they got where everybody gets energy back. If one person get the pizza, certain pieces, everybody get their energy restored. It's really forgiving with attack. So it's perfect for them. But Shredder was it's basically taking all the older games and putting them into this game and up-resing them and giving them better graphics. But like when you fight Crane, it's just like the original arcade. When you fight Shredder, unless it's something that's going to happen after this Shredder fight that I'm curious if it's going to do something different once we beat this initial one. It's the exact same as the original arcade version. Keith, would you agree to that?
I don't think I ever got that far when I was younger.
You never played the original you never got to the end of the original arcade. Well, I played on Nintendo too. So The
I
Nintendo
still didn't get
version.
that far.
Oh, okay. Me and my brother, yeah, me and Tay got through that. So, but yeah, man. So it's following a lot of the Turtles in Time original arcade. Like a lot of those, the villains in those games are playing almost the exact same way. I think Bebop and Rocksteady has been switched up a little bit, but Shredder and Krang is kind of the same. But it's dope. But like I said, my plan is it's just been busy with trying to edit marriage videos and like doing my videography stuff. I got a lot to edit, so I've been doing more of that than playing the games. But and I appreciate that feedback, Keith, on the little bit that I showed y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so that's all Level been playing on. Planning on getting on back on this Last of Us. That's gonna be my ambition to finish that. I actually got it out and got it down here because I transitioned my PlayStation 5 down here because my mom took over my living room. So anyway, but let's get into these topics. So this week we had a few more treats, depending on where your position is. Some treats or some letdowns, I don't know. But Nintendo had their Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase, which is a terrible name. That's a terrible name. Nintendo needs to rethink that. That's
I
too
Charles. Hit him with that terrible.
terrible name. No, it's too long. Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. Like, could you just say the Nintendo Partner Showcase or Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase? Cut the mini out. Like, it was 30-something minutes. It wasn't mini. That's pretty long showcase. But anyway, they didn't do a live presentation. They did what they just dropped it as a 30-minute video on the Nintendo YouTube channel, and it had a lot of games. So we could talk about that. We could also need to talk about Mario plus Rabbids. Sparks of Hope.
I think that sounds. Hold on.
Yeah, Sparks of Hope. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Sparks of Hope. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about Persona coming to the Switch, which Keith gonna have to let me know why this is a big deal. Anyway, so, and then we gotta speculate on the future of the Big End, because I've been doing some research and looking into some things, and I'm curious of what's on the horizon. So we haven't talked Nintendo in a while. We've been mostly Sony and Microsoft for the last few casts. So it's good to come back to the Big End and bring K-Bomb on in with us and force him to talk Nintendo for a couple of minutes. So anyway, let's get into the first topic. So this Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Keith, I'm going to come your way. The first thing that they showed was Nier Automata. I think that's how you say it. And I was kind of like,
that wasn't the first game. The first game was actually Monster Hunter was the first game.
Man. I so not cared about Monster
See,
Hunter.
look, I paid attention. Look at that.
I so not cared. You hear that? So that broken language. I so not cared.
Kudos to K-Bomb, man. Let's give him his kudos.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Get out of here with that. Anyway, so Keith, go ahead. So Monster Hunter, we got enough of Monster Hunter. Nobody want to talk about Monster Hunter. So
I agree.
I appreciate you, K-Bum, for bringing it up, but we know that game coming, and whatever, Monster Hunter, get out of here. We tired of you. So Nier Automata, this is a game that I have wanted to play through, but I was not excited about it being on the Switch. And so, Keith, am I wrong for feeling like, man? Yeah? Am I wrong?
No. I mean, you are well within your rights to feel how you want to feel, brother. But nah, I understand exactly where you're coming from. It's like, cool, it's there. But if I want to go play this game right now, I could. So,
right.
It coming to the Switch doesn't necessarily excite me, and that could be said for a bunch of games that we're going to go through. But I will say that it is dope that it's on the Switch. That this is one of those games that you've heard talk about for years now, and for the fact that it's coming to the Switch is, I think, is pretty good. In all cases, but like I said, for anybody who's in the know, anybody who truly plays video games and cares about it, knows that they can play this game at any point in time. Like you could get out the podcast right now and go play this game. So.
Right.
Unless you're traveling like that, if you travel and you don't have a Steam Deck or something like that, then this is a good pickup for Nintendo. And I mean, all these games are, that we're gonna get through. But as far as like what this game is,
and we're gonna say fair use.
Yeah.
Fair use.
But I've never played this game. I think I played like a demo of it on the PS4, I think, and it was cool. It was cool. That's all I can say. It was cool.
Yeah. Go ahead, K-Bum. I'm gonna skip through this beginning part. I don't really care for the Monster Hunter part. They can miss me with that. So let's get. Yeah, I'm so sick of seeing Monster Hunter. It's like how many times can you keep showing us this game? We unseen this game enough. Get it out to us. Or shut up about it, or I don't know if that was DLC or whatever, but so we skip past Monster Hunter. So if you wanted to see Monster Hunter, go back and watch the direct yourself. We go into the stuff we want to look at and talk about. So Nier Automata is where we at. K-Bum, you up?
Just to pivot just right quick on the whole Monster Hunter thing. It's like I can't, when I look at them, I really can't tell the difference between any of them. All these new additions and all this other stuff. Like I have no idea. They all just Monster Hunter to me. So right. I'm with you. Like, yeah. Okay, more Monster Hunter. If you don't like this style of gameplay and playing with friends and stuff, whoop-de-doo.
But I'm gonna say this though. Nier Automata looks better than Bayonetta 3.
Well, yeah.
It does. I'm sorry, it looks better than Bayonetta 3, man. So, but K-Bum, man, I'm bringing it your way. So, I'm not gonna lie, I still want to play this game, but I probably won't get it on the Switch. If I get it, I would probably get it on the PlayStation 4 and put it on my 5, because I'm pretty sure it's like $19 somewhere. I can find it for way cheaper. So I'm not giving you no full price for this 4-year-old, 5-year-old, maybe even older than that game. But go ahead, K-Bun. What was your thoughts about Nier Automata finally coming to the Nintendo platform?
I saw it, and the first thing that popped in my head was how old this game is. When did this one come out? I have no idea. I thought that was more than
at least 7-8 years ago.
PS4, right?
I thought it was. Yeah, I think.
Go ahead and talk. I got you. I'm
PS3. No, it was my PS3.
I think.
No, I don't. Yeah, I think it's 4. I'm not,
2017.
I know, like in 2017. Okay, so it's not. Oh, it's 2022. Hold on now. Anyway, let me get back on top. Come on, K-Bomb. You can do this.
5 years old.
You can do this, K-Bomb. You can talk about Nintendo. So I saw the game, and that's the first thing that popped in my head is how old is this? And then I said, don't look that bad. That's about all the thought I gave to this game. For me, it's just I try, but I just can't. The Japanese style is just not for me. I don't know. But it doesn't look that bad. Nothing popped out as being disgusting. I do agree with Lev. I do think it looks better than Bayonetta, and it's probably going to be a good play for the people on the Switch. I think this is a good port.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I gotta see if it's the price. I'm gonna say this. Let me back up. The price is going to determine whether I get this on the Switch or I just get it on the PlayStation 5 or via PlayStation 4. If they trying to charge $59.99 for this game, I'm getting it on the PlayStation 4 and for cheap, just like I did with Witcher 3. Nintendo
looks like it's. I was gonna say it looks like it's $39.99 everywhere else.
Yeah, so if it's anything more than that, then I'm getting it everywhere else. So I just can't do it no more. I'm happy. It's good to see this game on the Nintendo. And if all you got is a Switch and you want to try this game out, or the luxury or the appeal of on the go gameplay is what you're looking for, which me, I haven't taken my Switch anywhere in years. It stayed docked. I don't undock it. I think I undocked it for the first time about a week ago just to see how Ninja Turtles looked on it undocked. So I played it in the bed right before I went to bed for about 10 minutes and put it back on the dock. So for me, no, if the price ain't right, I'm gonna get elsewhere. That's just how I'm not giving you my money just because it's you Nintendo. No. So anyway, what was this next game? What is this game? I don't remember.
The Laser Eyes, L'Oreal, and the Laser Eyes.
Okay. Yeah, let's skip. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I fast forward that in the video, so I just thank you.
Thank you, Nintendo, for allowing us to skip through your stuff, not forcing us. See, I don't want to be. So, what y'all think about Bomberman?
Don't be that guy.
Okay,
don't be that guy.
Let's skip.
So never was a bummer.
Let me be that guy.
Okay. All right.
Bomberman.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that this was a bad. So
I'll go. I'll go ahead and get it. I'll give you time to think about your thought before you say something.
Yeah, you want
make
to go back to
Nintendo fans.
Bomberman? You want to go?
Yeah,
back
go back to Bomberman. We can go back to Bomberman.
And Keith, you come after him. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I saw this and I immediately thought, who's playing this? I'm sorry. I Bomberman. I don't know. Maybe people are fascinated by him. Nintendo fans are, but I see this game and I'm like, why is this in a direct? Again, I'm not the intended audience. I can tell. But I gave it the old college try though.
Yeah, I don't get why this is in the direct. Anyway, go ahead, Keith. I don't feel like you're out of place with that. I'm in agreement. Go ahead, Keith.
Bomberman next. No, just playing. I don't know. I feel like Bomberman is one of those games. Isn't it like a party game? Something like that. Like you can play with multiple people, and I don't know. I've never got into this series. Is this Capcom? Bomberman Capcom?
I believe it's Capcom.
Or Konami. Konami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never really got into the series. But it's cool that it's here. I mean, when you consider what the Switch is, and if you're able to like take those Joy-Cons and play with somebody and sit, looking at that tiny screen, which worked for my boys, like they love it. But yeah, I'm cool on that. Like I never been a Bomberman fan, so
okay. Now, if you're in the comment section and you watching and you disagree, please let us know if there is something special about Bomberman, because all the reviews, it didn't even get good reviews on the last one. I think it was 60, like, because it didn't have enough gameplay, and 15 minutes in, that's all the experience is going to be. So if there's something about Bomberman that we here are not understanding, please make us understood. Help us to understand. So we going to this next one, Mega Man Battle Network. Let me go back. Mega Man Battle Network. What is it? How did they put that? I want to read it. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. So y'all remember the Battle Network's turn-based Mega Man games that came to the, I think the 3DSs and the game, what was it, 3DS and DSs and all that?
Dude.
I'm not here for this. I'm not here for this. So it's, anyway, do y'all got anything to add? I don't want to.
No, I just want to.
Yeah.
I just want to say Mega Man is my guy, man. As a kid, I love the Mega Man games. This ain't it, dog. Like I used to see, what was it on the 3DS and the Game Boy Advance? I used to see them be like, "Oh yeah, they got a new. What is this? Oh no, I'm not playing this. Like I can't get into these games. Like I feel like it's just too much attention to detail as far as like the fighting and all this other stuff. Like this ain't it, man.
I think it's
like
yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I love the art direction. I love the kid character with him because I played the one on GameCube, where this game kind of derived from. These games kind of derived from. Like I love all that, but no, I can't play Mega Man like that, man. If I'm not like in full control, battling and that twitch dodging and stuff like that, I don't want to play Mega Man.
I'm in agreement. That's not Mega Man. Mega Man is not turn based. Mega Man is action platformer. And stop Capcom. Stop trying to milk this character. Just give us the Mega Man we want. Anyway, first name basis. Welcome to the show. Look what he said. Sound like K-Bun. He says, but he's in Smash Bros.
But we got Smash Bros.
But
Though.
we got Smash Bros. Though. Anyway, so let's continue. So the next thing they had was Pac-Man. They redid the Pac-Man. Hold up. Let me see. Pac-Man World Repack. Pac-Man World Repack. K-Bun, this is a platformer. So I think this was originally on is it the GameCube? Actually, this ain't bad to me. I mean, I know this is not your alley, K-Bun, but I ain't mad at this. I mean, I ain't necessarily looking for it either, but I ain't mad at it. Go ahead, whoever want to say something.
Man, going back over these games, I'm wondering if I had Nintendo bias when I watched this the first time. Was this really in there?
Yeah, this is in there, man. Yeah.
Like these first few games that we done went through has been like Game Pass level. No.
What you got to say, man, about old Pac-Man repack? People was literally saying, and this is what I have a problem with us. Well, no, I'm not even including myself with this. This is what I have a problem with Nintendo fans at times. They're literally trying to say this Direct was great because of Persona, not because of what was actually showed. So instead of just saying Persona was great, you say this Direct was great. No, this Direct was okay. It was but Persona, if you there for that, that may have been a cool announcement. So, as you saying, Keith, going back through this, you really see how this ain't exciting me for. I know this is third party, but ain't none of this really appealing to me. Armada, I can get elsewhere. So, as much as I do want to play that game, I would play it elsewhere. But anyway, Pac-Man.
So,
go ahead.
So the only new game was the game that we skipped, right? Everything else is a kind of repackage of either a port or a repackage of an older game so far, right?
Mario plus Rabbids isn't, but we're gonna deal with
No. We haven't got there yet. I said
so
from
far,
what
yeah,
we've seen so far, and this is, yep. Come on, K-Bon, you can rant. So and this is my issue here, man, is that Nintendo plays off of nostalgia so much, bro. Like we haven't the only new game so far in this video, we've skipped it. Everything else is a port or a version of a game you've already played. I'm sorry, Nintendo milks nostalgia.
I agree.
And people fall for it. And they buy it again. They buy the similar game. It's very similar. They buy it again. That doesn't work for me. I don't know. That's probably why I'm kind of so far. Cause I just thought about it. We had the conversation. It's nostalgia. It's just games you've played. Oh yeah, I played Mega Man. It's not that Mega Man, but it's Mega Man. It's Pac-Man, but it's not like if I'm gonna play Pac-Man, I'm playing the arcade version of Pac-Man. Right. I'm not playing whatever that was.
And my boy asked me.
Go ahead, Keith.
No, he dude sent my boy sent me a text. He was like, Mario 64 or Mario Kart 8. I was like, 8. I don't have no nostalgia. I'm sorry. I'll never play Mario 64. Like I'll play with my kids to say this is what we used to play. Can you please play something else? Like I don't have nostalgia like that, man. Like I played it. It was fun for the time. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. But I'm not that Nintendo fan. It's like, oh my god, look at Mario 64. Yeah, look at it. Then put in Mario Kart 8 or the new one they finna come out with.
Now I'm in
Eventually.
agreement. Nostalgia only works with certain titles at certain times.
Zelda.
But yeah, Zelda and all them may get you, but
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker stuff. I'm not getting Wind Waker again. I'm sorry. When I bought Wind Waker again for the Wii U,
Yeah.
I'm not buying it for when they brought it out on the. Now that it's on the Switch or is supposedly coming to the Switch. If it do, it won't be in my collection. I got this game twice already. I don't need to play it again. I don't care what Switch does for it. I don't need to play it again. I didn't get Twilight Princess. I shouldn't have got the Zelda Skyward Sword. I ain't even played it yet. I got it. I hadn't. I bought it for no reason.
I told you not to get it, but
Yeah, I
you
shouldn't. I was just wanting something. I just wanted something. I just wanted to spend some money. Yeah,
gotta get something.
I had to. Anyway, so this next game right here, this one looks kind of interesting. What is this called?
Blanc, something like
Is
that.
that what it's called? Blanc? It looks interesting. I mean, this is different. But this seems like this should be more of an indie showcase. But I like how this looks. I really do. It looks.
Me too.
I think the art style is dope.
Yeah, the art style is cool.
It takes advantage of the Switch, and the Switch is not going to do textures. One thing Switch does terrible. It does absolutely terrible. Is textures. This art style doesn't reduces textures to nothing, and it does what the Switch can do best, and that's why it looks very appealing.
Yeah, I think
It looks
taking all the.
appealing.
Go ahead, Keith.
Kind of reminds me of Fox and the Hound. Y'all remember that movie from back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I kind of want to play. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to use the C word, cutie, but it is kind of cutie, but it don't look bad though.
Well, video game hers finally came out and say she loved cutie games and she started fighting it. so we can say it now. We can say cute games.
Oh, okay.
It's a cute game,
But no, this.
but
to
I'm
me, this
still a
was
man though.
This was the first. This was the first game that I was like, I actually might keep an eye out for that one. Again, depending on the price. That I don't know how much they're gonna charge for it, but that shouldn't be a $59.99 game. I'm thinking $39, $29, something like that. I'll definitely pick it up and give it a try. But this was the first game that kind of like, wow, that didn't look too bad. So let's continue.
I thought it looked good, but I thought it looked good, but I started to get bored watching it though. But I thought it looked good. It looks really good.
To me, it got potential. I didn't get bored looking at it. It got potential. Now, what was this next one? What was this one?
Return to Monkey Island.
Yeah, nah.
That didn't even really show much.
No, they didn't. Fair use.
Is that a remake or a new version of it, or?
I'm pretty sure it's a remake.
Back at it.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm speculating that it is. Keith might be better in the know than I. Maybe it's not. I'm anyway. This looks like indie. This looks like this should be in an indie showcase, not a third party showcase. These look like indie titles. I don't know how you feel about that, Keith, but this looks like an indie title. This doesn't look like a third party or a third party indie title. I don't know, but
I said partner, so
yeah.
I think Return to Monkey Island. I think it is a new one. I don't think it's a remake.
Yeah, I'm good.
I think it's a new game.
All right, let's go on past Monkey Island. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about this one. This was another nice one, but we're going to talk about it. This is Mario plus Rabbids. We'll come back to that one. So we know that one stood out. So let's not waste time watching it when we're going to watch it here in a second anyway. So this was the next one. I apologize if we going through these pretty quick, but ain't no point.
Don't apologize for that.
So this is another one, Little Noah. And I'm not gonna say there's crowds, there's a community for these type of games. So I don't want to dismiss the game, but I do like certain 2D side scroller type games. But this one wasn't one, so it didn't do nothing for me. But What you think, Keith?
I mess with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would mess with it. Is it action RPG or is it turn-based RPG?
It's action. It's
No.
it's a
Oh, it's
it's a
action.
2D. It's a 2D side scroller.
Oh yeah. I still love these types of games.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would mess with this for sure.
Okay. It got that kind
On
of.
the Switch, I don't know.
It kind of got that ghouls and goblins type.
Oh, you can
feel
play that
to
right
it.
now.
Yeah. So, but no, this next game was what was this? Trains. I was like, why is this even here? This to me, this is something you just. I don't think this anyway. Anyways, let's skip. I ain't got time. I don't want to see this.
Trains, bro.
What is this?
But we
next?
got trains, bro.
RPG time.
Wait. I get it. I understand those games.
The train.
Those, yeah, I understand it. Like as a kid, I used to love trains. So for me, that would be. I'm saying for me, but I'm not finna play it. But I can see the appeal. Just like City Skylines and all those other types of games. Like those games do have an appeal. Civilization. What's the one you play, K-Bomb? Command and Conquer.
No. It was Civ and it's XCOM.
Okay, yeah, those games have an appeal, just like the one that you skipped that we're gonna talk about. So to me, they all fit in that type of genre where you're not actually controlling it; you're just putting the stuff in the right puzzle pieces or whatever.
Simulation, yeah, it's
Simulation.
appeal.
Yeah, that's
But I don't know if it's direct worthy though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying there's not an audience there. I'm saying, do we need this in this direct? That's all I'm saying. But so let's continue.
yeah. I agree.
Yeah. RPG time. The Legend of Right. It's just. I don't know, man. Cool art style. That's interesting. You know, the drawings and. I mean, that looks cool. I'm not gonna sit up in front that don't look cool. That kind of Cuphead, like real animation, old school animation, drawing and seeing it come to life. That looks cool. I don't know if this is something y'all would want to play. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
I thought it looked really cool. I'm not gonna even front about it. I thought it looks really
Yeah,
cool.
it looks cool.
It's nothing that I would want to play, but I think that people who are into this type of game would love this game. It's not something like I said, I wouldn't play it myself, but I think the art style is cool. I think the way it plays, I think people will actually love this game. I just won't be one of those people.
Yeah, like I said, looking at it, it reminds me of Cuphead. How taking some inspiration from Cuphead and that old nostalgic style drawing. But I would love to have a game that actually puts you in this universe and you actually control. Like, let me go back to this beginning part where they draw him on the cliff and he stands up. If the game actually was like that and you go into the world and it looks like that, I think that'd be dope. But I don't know if I want to do what they doing with it. I don't know. It don't look bad.
It looks almost like mini game, like a
that's what
Mario
I'm saying.
Party type of game.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess my daughter might get into this real strong. So the next thing was Sonic.
Okay.
So let's get to this Sonic. What is this called? Sonic what?
Frontiers.
Frontiers. Yeah. And they showed some more stages. I'm still kind of. I'm still trying to see if I'm liking what I'm seeing. I don't know yet. I don't know quite yet. If this is the Sonic game that I want to play, but I need to see more. But what y'all think, man?
Yeah, I definitely appreciate the extra stuff that they shown. That actually made it feel more like a Sonic game, and it also, I don't know, there was that one stage where everything was so busy in the background, kind of like the physical. Is it physical plant or chemical plant? Kind of made me think of like the chemical plant zone or whatever. But I definitely appreciate them for showing that part. And I think I said in our message, I was like, they made Sonic look a whole lot better. because that open world hub world place, because that's what that first one is. That's like a hub world or something like that. I heard, and then you go into the little things, kind of like how Mario used to jump into paintings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's going to be like that. So they basically just borrow. Go ahead. Sonic needs something, and so so it looked kind of cool. Like the actual stages look kind of cool.
Right. So the next title is Live Magical.
Oh, whoa, you don't want to hear my opinion about it?
My bad, K-Ball, my bad. Go ahead.
Jeez.
My bad.
You don't want to hear my opinion about it, actually, because
I apologize.
Personally, I think it's the worst looking game graphically in the entire showcase. This game there were jaggies and low textures everywhere. I was disgusted at the graphics of this game.
I gotta say it like this old uppity self. It was disgusting. Like,
Because
privilege, man.
No. This game probably has the most money behind it, probably, of all these other smaller games that we saw. Right? All the other smaller games that we saw, this one probably has Sega behind it, right? It probably the most money being spent. And to me, it does not look graphically. It does not look good.
Are you saying it does not look good for the Switch or in general on all the platforms?
In general, like I'm sorry. From what I'm looking at right here on the Switch, what they showed on their showcase.
Our first time looking at
it's not our first time looking at it, but I'm talking about what I'm seeing right now. What I'm seeing right now is
ugly. That's the Switch, but did you feel like it was ugly when we watched it on the IGN showcase?
No, I didn't. But there was nothing in it was nothing in the universe. Okay. There was nothing in the environment. Let me say that. Nothing in the environment. So you can raise the textures up as high as you want, and you're not going to have frame rate issues. But now there's stuff going on in the environment, and maybe their engine can't keep up with it because graphically it was poor to me.
I think most of that is to be contributed to the Switch, the platform that we watching it on.
But I didn't have any complaints to any of the other games though, right? No, I didn't have any complaints to them.
This game is, I think, because of what it's trying to do and what we've seen when it was shown on the IGN presentation when they showed it on the current gen platforms with like the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, and PC. It wasn't an ugly game. It looked I think our consensus was it was empty, not necessarily ugly.
Right.
It was empty. On this, it looks noticeably downgraded from those visuals. So I think it's cool that it's here for Switch owners to have the opportunity to play, but I probably wouldn't play it on the Switch. I'll get it on the PlayStation 5 or Xbox One. And even if I was to get it at all, I mean, right now I don't see anything that I want from it. It don't get.
It just looks worse than any other game in the showcase.
Yeah,
to me,
maybe I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe because to get all this to fit on the Switch, they had to really downgrade it. I don't know. There's a lot of.
I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, but even the one IGN, even that frame rate was atrocious.
Yeah,
I was seeing it was poor. I was like, this doesn't look good because I think somebody likened it to like a fan made game. So yeah, the presentation that Sonic Team themselves have displayed to us or offered to us has been poor all across the board, not just on the Switch. So
first name is talking stuff in here.
Uh-oh.
Nah. Anyway, I got a question, man.
That's funny.
That I need to ask. I kind of posed it in the Hangout. Did Nintendo steal the ship of Baby Bowser? Is it Baby Bowser or Bowser Jr.? Did they steal that concept from Eggman? I think they stole that. I think they stole.
Well,
think
Because you
it
remember the
is, man.
Super NES, Bowser had that.
But Eggman had that before the Super NES game. Eggman already had that ship in the Sonics on the Genesis before Super NES came out. Then Bowser comes with the flying ship, throwing the shells. I forgot about that, Keith. That's good. That's a good. But that's still after Sonic. That's still after Sonic. That they
Yeah,
steal
sure.
that. So that's an interesting thought. In the comments section, did Bowser's ship with the lips and the smiley face and Bowser Jr., did they steal that concept from Eggman or Dr. What's his name? Dr. Robotnik?
Okay.
Did they
Maybe,
steal
yeah.
that from him and his ship that was in the Sonic games? I think they did. But anyway, little trivia, little interesting thought. Give me your comments
That'd
on
be a-
that. So
that'd
let's
be a good
continue
video.
because we got to get through this. All right, so this next game is live magical alongside your Disney and Pixar friends. Live magically alongside your Disney. Oh, because that's not the name of the game. So what is the name of the game?
That boy read that whole sentence like it was
Yeah.
the name of the game.
Disney Dreamlight Valley. Yeah, that's why I said live. No, it doesn't mean live magically. What y'all think? Y'all here for this? Fair use?
This is one that look like wait. Did you skip the Dreamlight Valley? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at Live Alive.
Yeah, Dreamlight Valley.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
No.
Hey, man, I hate to do this. K-Bone, you got anything to say? I don't want to move. You got something to add to that? All right, let's go. K-Bone,
It's cute. It's cute for the wrong reasons.
right. All right, so the next one was the game you was talking about playing, Keith. The game you've been playing. What is this? Octo? It's like
This is-
Octopath.
No, you skipping.
What do you skip?
No, I'm going back to it.
Oh, live. Okay, you talking about that.
Go on
Is it
this.
Live Alive or Live Alive?
Live Alive. I think it's Live Alive.
Live
I think.
Alive. Live or live.
Oh.
It's basically Octopath Traveler. Is in that vein.
No, it's a
No, this
totally
look
different
better.
game.
This looks better than
So
Octopath
this is a
Traveler.
totally different game.
It looks reminds me of Octopath a little bit to me.
Same company, same art style, and
that's what I'm saying, the
as
art
far as
style,
like the
not
pixel.
necessarily not
Okay,
the,
the
not
art
the
style.
gameplay, the art style. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Taz,
This actually looks
we
pretty
don't
cool.
play Nintendo no more. Man, get
One hitter quitter. TKO.
out of here, Taz. Welcome to the show. We would not have this all in our comment section. All right, so first name basis said yes, but would you say steal or copy? I mean, in the sense, I would say the same. They the same. Stealing, if you copied it, you stole it. But are those two choices the same? It happens all the time in the gaming industry. Look at all the Breath of the Wild clones, copies, and steals. I agree. It happens all the time. But this is back in the early days.
And Breath of the Wild stole their ideas from The Witcher. So
Alright.
they all do
You
it.
need to stop it.
Kinda
You
how it
need
works.
to stop it. No, I'm just
What
playing.
y'all think about
You
this?
you know that's true. They said themselves.
What is this? Is this Minecraft Legends? What y'all think about that?
Oh no, we skipped over the game I wanted to talk about.
Oh,
that
my
that
bad. I'm
live
going back
alive.
I'm going back
It's
to it.
actually a very interesting game.
Okay, go
Even
ahead.
though the art style is kind of that 2D art style, I think it's a very interesting game because you're playing like 8 different stories, and they all have like a little different type of art style and different hero or something like that. It's a very unique game, and it's something that if I'm going to play with that type of graphics, I would like something to be very interesting. So I don't know. I don't know if I would play it, but I would probably watch someone else play it. If that's
I watch somebody play it.
I mean, just
watch.
being honest, but I think the concept of it is pretty cool.
Y'all remember
I
that?
really
from
do.
Bernie Mac. I watch. I swear I watch. But no. What about this next one? Or Keith, did you have anything else to add to that?
No, I said it. It actually looks pretty good. Like I like the. I think it looks better than Octopath Traveler. I think Traveler tries to be this super mature thing, where this game like it's just having fun. Yeah, the guy punching and stuff. It was pretty cool. Like if you actually knew what was going on in the story. Still turn based, which is the turn off. So.
So what about this Doraemon? Is that how you say that? Doraemon Story of Seasons?
Doraemon.
Is it Draymond or Doraemon?
Doraemon.
Doraemon.
I don't know.
What y'all think
Absolutely
about this?
not.
Okay, let's continue. Keith, K-Bump, anything? Keep going. I'm trying to get through this because I want to get. We ain't got nothing to say about Minecraft. I'm pretty sure nobody has anything to say about Minecraft Legends. So let's continue to move on. K-Bump, you still there?
I'm still here.
You ain't raising up any hold ups. Dragon Quest Treasure. It seemed like the problem with third party is I think they so stuck on what they think Nintendo fans want that they forget that Nintendo fans want what the PlayStation fans want too. That's why we buy PlayStations and Xboxes, to get those games too. And it's like when they put stuff on the Nintendo platform, they only put games that they think Nintendo fans will play, not the games that they have. And it's like, y'all got way better stuff than this. Square Enix got way better stuff. How about bring Lara Croft's Tomb Raiders over?
Right.
Riz, stuff like that. Like, you still trying to play, like K-Bump said, you still trying to play on nostalgia, and it don't work all the time. So, what is this one? Is this the streaming game? Yeah, these
Portal?
are this Portal and Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes, and then the other one was No Man's Sky, and I guess that's going to be through the cloud. That got to be through the cloud because that looks good. So that got to be cloud-based. And a Plague's Tale Requiem cloud version.
That's also cloud.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
that's all
cloud. That game is pushing some stuff.
Yeah. So I think all these are. Maybe No Man's Sky might not be cloud. I would say it is, but I don't know. It didn't say.
A Plague's Tale is a beautiful game.
Yeah, that looks good. I don't know what it is though. What is a Plague's Tale? What is it about?
Well, the first one is about rats, a plague. You trying to,
Oh, okay.
you gotta stay out the shadows because the rats are in the shadows. But then you also, from what I played, then you also gotta bypass the enemies, and it's a beautiful game, man. They crafted one looker, and I think the second one is gonna have more action or gameplay or fighting, something like that. So they up the
they showed
fighting
it.
mechanics.
Yeah, they showed. I think the PlayStation press conference. I think they showed it, or Xbox.
We got to
They showed
get through
it.
this. This is Portal. We got to skip. We got to get through this. What else is on here? Because we still got to talk about
You see your boy first name basis called me
anti-skip. So I'm apologizing. So here's the game that everybody was tripping off of, which is Persona coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now,
Well, you don't want to talk about Harvestella?
no, we ain't got time, man. We gotta get to the game I want to talk about. Keith, what is the, if you know it, I don't know.
The
What
appeal?
is the love affair? What is the big deal about Persona?
Story.
The story?
The story. I think from the stuff that I hear, because I ain't never played them, haven't cared to play them, but I think it's the story. The story is what people gravitate to. All of these characters, people fall in love with these characters. Just because it's coming to the Switch doesn't mean that I want to try it, but I would like to know, a little bit more. I wouldn't want to continue to be ignorant. So I am going to try to give it a chance. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know where to start, honestly, but I don't know.
On a
And
5.
then-
If I was getting it, I'd get it on a 5, man. I'm sorry. I ain't.
No, I'm talking about Persona 5.
Yeah, I'm talking about I would get it on the PC if I was you. I'd get it on PC or Game Pass because it's gonna be there. It's coming to Xbox too. So, all right. So, K-Bomb, you're a Sony guy. Do you know anything about Persona?
I've never got into the Personas.
Okay.
I know that people love them. I know that much.
Okay.
But I've never actually got into the game,
All right.
so I can't tell you too much about it.
So let's move on. Let's get to this Mario Rabbids and go to the actual Ubisoft showcase and see. Let me get over here. I'm putting equal signs and everything up here. So what did you think about the Mario Rabbids? What they showed? I guess I come to you, Keith. Let's go.
Oh man, I thought it looked good. Honestly, I was really impressed with what I saw. Um, it's weird though because like I haven't really been feeling Ubisoft, but when they do these Mario Rabbids games, they do a good job as far as like the presentation, the graphics, and just making you want to play it. And it looks like it has a lot more character this time around too. Um, I'm still not a fan of the fighting style or the battle system just because I just don't like that type of stuff. But I get it.
Fair
And
use. Fair use.
and
Go
like
ahead.
like I said, it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah. Well, let me bring K-Bum up here. K-Bum, you like strategy games and like X is it XCOM and all them type of
XCOM.
games? So
XCOM.
this is in that lane. It's not a platformer, as you say you hate platformers. So you got to switch too. So I'm trying to see how to set this up. Would you?
No.
No. All right. Well, all right. You
So
want to give it a try? For real?
So it depends. So okay. So if I'm going to play these turn-based games, it depends on the content. I like Civ because of the content. I liked XCOM. I got tired of XCOM. I don't play it anymore. I couldn't finish the game. I just couldn't. It was I liked it because it was a sci-fi aspect to it. I got into it and I just couldn't. I couldn't finish it. I got tired of it. And I'm looking forward to the Marvel Midnight Suns because of is Marvel, but I don't think I'm even gonna like that from looking at the gameplay of it. So there's nothing in me that makes me want to play Rabbids or with Mario. So the content is kind of like and I've never seen a compelling story with Mario, so that won't keep me driving either. So I probably would not touch this, just like I never touched the first Mario versus Rabbids.
Okay. Now
Honesty.
I'm gonna say this. I enjoyed the first one. I didn't finish it. So let me be real. I didn't finish it because it got hard. I couldn't get past one particular boss. But I enjoyed it, and I didn't think I would. I didn't think I'd enjoy a game like this, but I did. I think the boss is Rosalina, Keith. That's what I think it is. I think it's
In this one,
yeah, I think it's a variation of you know how them two worlds merged and changed the bosses up to be half Rabbit, half Mario universe. I think that's what this final boss is Rosalina. If you look at certain things, and that's what that you got the sprites, a variation of the sprites, the sparks. They the sprites in Mario Galaxy. That's what they are. And Rosalina, like if you look at, because in Mario Galaxy you had to go find what was the little things that hung with Rosalina, the little planet
Star Bits.
Star Bits. The planet creators, the planet stars. I don't know if they was called, but that's what them are. So it's a rabbit version. So I'm taking it that the boss is Rosalina. That's what I'm thinking it's gonna be. But and if you look at the visuals of the antagonist and how the outfit looks. You could tell it's a girl, and I think it's Rosalina. But and come to find out that, and I didn't know this, that the actual boss in the first one was a Rabbids Bowser. So but no, I'm down for this. I definitely might give it a. I might pick that one up. I don't know if I pick it up day one, but I think I'm gonna get it. Go ahead though, if you got something to add to that, Keith.
No, not really. I mean, I didn't finish the first one. I thought the first one was cool though.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get down with the gameplay. At some point, I was like, nah, I can't keep playing this game.
Right.
But I do like it. Just not something I can finish. Like it's one of those things where it's like, oh man, this is a delicious taco, but this is a big old taco that I cannot finish.
Right, and that's kind of what happened with me. It got long in the tooth, and it got hard at parts where I was like, man, I really can't figure out what way to approach to get past this particular stage. And I just got, I was stuck there for so long. It was like I wasn't that far from finishing. I think I was in like the 8th, 9th world, but it was only like maybe 3 more worlds to go through, or 3 more stages to go through before I was done.
Right back.
But I couldn't finish it, so. But anyway, I might get this a whirl. I don't know. We'll see. It ain't really what I'm looking for, but I might get it a whirl. Maybe.
I think it looks good. I think if you enjoyed the first one, I don't see why anyone wouldn't enjoy this one.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it, but like Keith said, I couldn't finish it for the same reason he described, and reason, I couldn't beat the particular stage. It was just hard. It was like, man, I was running out of moves, and my players kept getting killed. I was like, dang, I didn't have them powered up enough to really beat that level boss, or that stage I was on.
That's funny. That's kind of why I kind of stopped playing XCOM. It's kind of pretty much similar reason. It was kind of a hard level, and my guys weren't that great to actually get the job done. I was like, I don't care about spending any more time on this thing.
All right, so basically we coming to a close on the cast. I got one more topic since we own the Nintendo. Keith, you back yet?
Nintendo train.
I'm back.
On this Nintendo. All right, so. All right, now I was watching some videos today, and it sparked this. Nintendo supposedly is buying up a lot of, materials, like a whole bunch of, like chips and different things that you build platforms with. So my question is, we know that the Switch is past its life, like it should. We should have a new Switch by now. We should have a more powerful, capable Switch or a new device or whatever right now. So, what do you want in the next whatever thing is coming from Nintendo? What has to be there? We get this another 10, 15 minutes, then we get out of here. What needs to be in the next Nintendo device? I start with Keith. I'll come back to you. I want to hear what does Nintendo need to do via the platform, the hardware, to get you interested or spark or perk your interest? I know it's games too, but just hardware wise.
Hardware wise?
Yes.
I think they have to deliver at least on a steady basis 1080p 60. Like it has to be 60 frames per second. I know Nintendo first parties do 60. I know that. We already had this conversation. But everything should be hitting 60. And I'm not gonna say 4K 60 because the big boys are having trouble doing that themselves. So everything should be we're in a 60 frame per second world now. We shouldn't have games hitting 30 frames per second. I know on a handheld way you gotta make some sacrifices. So I don't expect the handheld once if they're still doing the hybrid solution, right? So if they're still doing the hybrid solution for the next system, which I think they will continue because, right, you're the king of handheld games, and so if you don't have a hybrid solution, you still need a handheld version of Nintendo, a Nintendo system. So you're going back to the DS, which I don't think they will do. But I think the actual console version of the game, which I probably would spend most of my time playing, has to produce 1080p 60 pretty much across the board. Right.
Okay.
And so I personally I think that's kind of a no brainer. That has to happen as far as the hardware. And then I would love for it to have better Wi-Fi for when you do game um, on the go. The Wi-Fi. I know when I tried to play it, it was trash. I tried to do Fortnite, Splatoon, um, the handheld way, and the Wi-Fi just wasn't up to par. It didn't do the job, right? And I think another big thing is I think they need another uh, storage solution, another internal storage solution, because I believe what is it, 64, 32 on the
But you
Switch?
can put a
32.
it's 32, but you can put a micro mini SD in there, and there you go. You can get a
Ye-
yeah. So
Would
I don't.
you get what? Yeah, I think you need a better solution than a micro mini. That's what I'm referring to. I think you need a better solution than that. I don't think that's
You're not finna
the
get an SSD. I mean,
I,
solid state.
what color has one? The
What?
Steam box.
Steam Dock Deck.
Yes, yeah, that
They
has
do.
a solid state.
They got solid
Yes,
state. I didn't know that.
yeah,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
solid
Yeah,
states are they can make them smaller now, like
yeah,
almost the
I
same
didn't know that.
size.
Okay, so I take
Yeah.
that back. My bad. Okay.
One hitter
yeah.
quitter.
You gotta do
TKO.
better with the storage. That's a big deal. It's a big thing. Think they need to do better with the storage. And I think if you can do those things, you can 1080p 60 everything except when it's portable. You fix the Wi-Fi on the portable.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we here. You talking to me? The K-Bomb League? What happened?
My headset just died on me, so
Oh, okay.
apologies. And then if they can deliver with a better storage solution, I think they got the beginnings of a good system on their hands.
Okay. All right. I like them ideas. Mr. Norris, what do you need hardware wise? What do you need Nintendo to do? I mean, we know game wise. Now, K-Bomb probably could add more as far as games, but we know the games that we want will be there. But what do you want hardware wise from Nintendo? Wherever they coming, may be coming.
I mean, if they're going to stick with the Nintendo Switch philosophy, uh, then I think just make everything bigger Joy-Cons, bigger screen, like Cable said, 1080p, 60 frames per second, gaming across the board, and solutions to assist with that, whatever that means. I think he pretty much hit the head on the nail with everything. I mean, a better store solution. Like, yeah, I work with computers all the time, and there was the SSDs that they have now are so small. Like, I can't, the NVMe, I think that's what they call it, .2 or something like that. Those are small. They can slide that in the current Switch. So there's no excuse for them to continue to use flash storage.
Is it expensive?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It just depends. But
It's not expensive as it used to be.
yeah.
Okay.
To put it like that.
But yeah, just bigger Joy-Cons. I mean, not much. It's just my issue with Nintendo isn't necessarily hardware. Like I don't really have a problem with the current Switch or the Switch OLED. I don't like their software and their software solutions. Like even their and I know you're talking about specifically hardware, but if I just was to really nag on something like the stores is still slow. I thought the store would have sped up. That store is still like navigating that store is still clunky.
Right.
You know,
But that's
So
okay. That's still, I mean, that's software level, but that's still not necessarily game. I'm talking about that too. Like if you,
okay.
so don't just limit it to that's hardware in the sense. I'm talking about those elements as well. Like you're
Okay.
talking about the slowness in the store. No, I agree with that because having to put your password in every time you go to the store. Like why? Why do I need to do that?
Huh? I don't do that.
On my system, unless I could change it, I don't know if I could change it or not.
I
Every
think you
time
must got some parental controls set up.
I do, so I may need to take that off. Because every time I go into the store, I got to put my password in. It's annoying as heck. I'm like, why do I need to do this? Even with parental on, it shouldn't come on unless my kid was trying to buy something. They should be able to look at the games, and then if they click to buy something, they need my code. But
Right.
to go into the store shouldn't be parentally blocked.
Hold on,
It
I'm
should
getting
be
called.
just when you buying the game. So, for me, what I want to see change a few things. I'm gonna go a step farther than y'all going. Y'all saying 60, 1080p, 60 frames must be. I'm gonna say docked should be 1440. That's how I feel. It don't have to be true 4K, but it should be 1440, and 60 should be available. I don't care if that's up-resing from 1080p to 1440 or 2K or 4K, 60 frames, but the dock should be getting you 1440 visuals with 60 frames. That's my opinion. It needs to be HDR.
Okay. Yeah.
It should be HDR.
Agree.
On the controllers, we need analog triggers back. I'm tired of this digital trigger stuff. I'm sick of it. Playing the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox 360 and then going back to the Pro Controller is like, my God, why do I have to? This is like everything feel good until you go to the trigger stuff. It is just so fake. It don't feel. It feels like there's something between you and the game. So I think they need to bring analog triggers back, or some type of way to make digital triggers replicate or imitate analog triggers in some kind of way. Changed the A button to the B.
No, they not gonna do that.
They need to though, Keith. I know they not, but
Some
they need
time.
the uniform because my God, that is annoying when you constantly backing out of a game because you ain't played the Switch in so long. You used to playing the PlayStation. And then when I play the Switch, then I got to rethink the PlayStation again. That's a personal annoyance for me. That is annoying. Also, going into the software side, they got to get their online right. They got to have Bluetooth capabilities from the gate. The ability to speak. All the stuff that they had in the Wii, bring it back. Just bring all the stuff you had with the Wii back. Because that's what... Taz, you in here? Are you listening, Taz? The Wiimote had the speaker in it first, where you can talk and hear the person through the remote. That wasn't the PlayStation. That was the Wii. So all that we enjoyed with the PlayStation 5 controller was on the Wii. Bring all that back. Bring Multiverse back. Or Miiverse. And call it Switchverse. I don't care what. Some of the stuff you had on the Wii U and the Wii, you shouldn't have never let go. That stuff was good. The Wii store, all that stuff, man. Look, Taz finna talk stuff. That old man complain about A&P. But anyway, so they gotta get 440. They gotta get 1440 out the dock situation. They gotta have HDR. They got to, man. They gotta do right. They gotta have something. It don't have to be PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, but it should be beefy enough to compete with the Xbox Series S. In my opinion, it should be able to compete with the Xbox Series S or better. PlayStation
I
4
would say,
Pro. Something like
I
that.
would say Zelda Breath of the Wild should be your benchmark, and that game should have no compromises. It should be 60 frames per second, 1080p. So if the next hardware can't do that, do it again. Start over
So
until it can.
you saying dock should be 1080p, or I'm thinking dock should be 1440.
No, I'm saying the base level game, Zelda game, needs to be 1080p, 60 frames per
So
second.
you're saying undock.
And I'm saying if the hardware that they're working on can't do it, then redo the hardware until it can. Because I feel like that should be your benchmark. I don't think, because I think Zelda to this day, even though that came out in 2017, I think that's still Nintendo's internal biggest game. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's still their biggest game. So if that console, whatever they're working on, can't run that at 1080p, 60 frames per second, do it again. Go back to the drawing board. Don't come out with nothing. Go back to the drawing board, and we'll wait. Because I don't want another Zelda game where I got to compromise and 900p and sub 30 frames per second at times. Like, no. That's not going to cut it. Not with your biggest game. Your biggest game should be able to run flawlessly. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's like, just as an example, if Sony came out with an Uncharted or The Last of Us, I don't know which one is their biggest franchise now, or even God of War, and if at the base level they can't run it at 1080p, 60 frames per second, no. And we know that the new God of Wars are running at 1440, in some cases even higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can't do that, no. Your biggest game should be able to run flawlessly.
I agree.
So,
K-Bomb, you got anything? We about to get out of here. Anything else you want from software, hardware? They got to get all voice chat. They got to have on-hand voice chat. No more of this. I forgot all about the phone situation. Does anybody actually use it? If you use the phone for your voice chats on the Switch, let me know. Because I think for Splatoon 3, I guess I'm going to be talking to y'all through Discord again if y'all get it.
I plan on getting it.
Yeah. We had to talk on. You going to get it, K-Bomb?
Yeah, I can get it.
All right. So when that come out.
I get through GameFly.
All right.
'Cause I ain't buying that thing. I guess the biggest thing for me, I guess, is friend codes. ...
Yeah, I don't know why they went back to that. They stopped that with the Wii U, right? Why did they go? Yeah, the Wii U didn't have friend codes, and they went. It's the same thing I said. And we got to get out of here, but I got to get one Nintendo rant out here. So at the end of Ubisoft's Mario plus Rabbids showcase, they said we have a guest, and they bring on, I forgot the guy's name from, I guess, Nintendo of Japan. And Keith, he literally comes on and regurgitates everything that the dude at Ubisoft just said, and it just goes through it again, but he's saying it. And I'm like, what was the point of that? Did we need to see your face? It's like they got a handhold all the time because it's their intellectual property. They got to hold the hand and have so much control, and that's why friend codes came back, because they want a certain level of control, man. It's like, look, I don't need you to chaperone my kids, and I'm not a kid, so you need to give me, as a parent, the liberty to be a parent, and if I want those features to protect my children, I turn them on. But if I don't want them features for myself, let me conform this platform in the way I want to set it up that works best for my flow in gaming. That's another thing, like K-Bum said. I could jump on the PlayStation and get into a game with K-Bum, Taz, and all them, and join their friends, and we all in the same thing quick. But on the Switch, they made it so nonsensical that I stopped trying to find friends. I'm like, well, forget it. If you don't send me a friend request, we just ain't gonna be friends. So they need to change all that, man. They need to change a lot. I'm not saying that they haven't made strides. because I'm not sure. I've seen certain ones in Mario Party and Mario Kart and all them have ways where they all come into the same game and all that. But I think Nintendo need to make a lot of strides in those areas. The games I'm gonna be there for, but
And you said something
Go ahead.
that makes a lot of sense though, because you have those people on Twitter who will defend the Wii U until it dies and say all of these features exist on the on the Switch. But the thing is, you made it so difficult that they exist, but I don't want to mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made it so clunky and so difficult for me to actually find friends and play with them that I do not use your console to play online. You came out with this online platform that I'm going to eventually I'm going to have to play it because I do want to play Splatoon with y'all, but you've made it so difficult that it's like you're the last resort. And when I say last resort, I'm playing Stadia online before I try to mess with the Switch online. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not trying to mess with the Switch online because early on, you never really provided a good solution. You kept talking about you was going to come with something. It's coming. Even with the Bluetooth headset and stuff like that, all of these features coming. At this point, we don't even care. Don't even care. Either you come at the gate with it swinging or you don't.
Right. I deleted the whole phone app thing. I let go of my online services. And that's what stopped me from playing Splatoon 2 with y'all. We all said, I'm not paying for this no more. What was the point? And for one game, I don't play Mario Kart. I play Mario Kart with my girls. I don't play Smash at all. I haven't been online with the Switch for, I think, 3 years now. 3.5, going on 4 years, I haven't had online services. Because there's no point. There's no point. I go by online. I'm telling you, man, and we got to go. If y'all, I don't know, if you only play the Switch, you really don't know what you're missing when it comes to, and K-Bum, I don't know, Keith, and K-Bum know, when you experience the online services of them other platforms, you really realize just how behind and how, like Keith said, difficult Nintendo is making a very simple process. I turn my PlayStation on. I already got notifications from K-Bum and Taz. I know they in the game. They don't have to invite me. I can see them. I can jump into their chat and start talking with them. I ain't even got to be in the game with them. And then if they want to play a game, we all jump in the same game, coming to the same party, and we playing within 10 minutes. Nintendo, you got to turn your phone on. You got to find your earphones. You got to get on Discord if you ain't got that phone app. Then you got to wait and hope that you get into the same. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense, if y'all even friends. So it's stupid, man. And I'm sorry, it's undefensible. It's indefensible. It's time for Nintendo to stop. Like I said, showing up in that Ubisoft press conference was nonsensical. You didn't add anything to the conference. You just needed to show your face on their time. Like, this is our game. We know it's your game. What you said added nothing to that presentation. You didn't need to be there. It was 40 seconds of meaningless wasted time. And that's what they do. And I'm sick of it. I'm sorry. As much as I love Nintendo, I'm sick of it, man. I am. I'm sick of it. And I'm finding pleasure and joy elsewhere. And that's where I'm at with it. It's like, come with it or stay gone. Stay on the sideline. Stop playing. It's time to fix the fact that this system is 5 years old and we still don't have none of these features. We can't do this to the next system. But anyway, with that being said, I won't continue my rant. Let's get ready to sign out. Anything else, fellas, before we go?
Nah, man, it's pretty good discussion on Nintendo's little mini that they had and the future of Nintendo and our desires.
K-Bob, anything?
No, I don't have anything else to. Well, I did have one thing, I guess. And this is something that I used to always preach back in the day. If a person did not have the Switch and they watched that direct, did that make anyone want to get the Switch? I don't think it did. And I've been saying it for the longest. I think that's kind of been their missing point, that they don't do anything to grab someone else who's not interested to come over to their system. It's usually just patting the back of the people who already like that type of gaming. So that's kind of why I missed a bunch of Nintendo systems in the past. So anyway,
well, I mean,
good talk though. Good conversation.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that direct was for that purpose, but I understand what you're saying.
But it's third party though. It's third party though, right? Third party should be bringing the other type of games that Nintendo doesn't make themselves. That's third party's job then. If you're not gonna make them.
Yeah, I'm looking for it with it because again, I don't look to Switch for third party no more. I look to Switch for Nintendo. And if they get a third party, I'm probably not gonna buy it there because it's probably better somewhere else. That's the we can't go back to this topic, but that's the dilemma. It's better somewhere else for cheaper, because by the time Nintendo gets it, it's bargain bin on the other systems at a better quality. So I'm not gonna give you $62 for Witcher 3 when I give the PlayStation 4 $19. I'm not going to give you whatever you're going to 40. Let's say you charge $49.99 for Nier Automata. I'm pretty sure I can go find that either used or bargain bin on PlayStation 4 for $19 or even less at a game. What is that? What is the place? I don't even go there no more. What's the place that the place to sell games? What is it?
GameStop.
Stop. Game. That's how much I don't go there no more. GameStop. But let me give myself a slap.
But we got smashed, bro.
All right. So my point is, I buy Nintendo system for Nintendo games. I don't buy it for third party. I don't have to see nothing third party. As long as they come with their titles and they compelling and appealing, I'm there. But I see what you're saying though. But I think they do. I think they do what they need to do to sell their system. Is that they need to do more to make the full experience a full experience. It needs to be able to compete with the other experiences like online and all that type of stuff. And I'm just, the fact that we don't have HDR and you can't take advantage of that stuff with the TV is like, we should be at that stage where this should be just a part of the experience. And that's what I want in the next one. Just the normal conveniences of where modern entertainment, when it comes to TVs and surround sound and visuals, Nintendo should be giving you that online experience. Nintendo should be giving you all that stuff, and it should not be purposely withholding and holding back things and then using nostalgia and strong IPs to get you in. And like I said, I haven't bought online in 3.5, going on 4 years, and don't plan on buying it. Only reason I'm getting it because I want to play Splatoon with y'all, and it's cheap, so it don't really matter. But I don't even want to give you $20 for that mess. But anyway, any other thoughts? I'm out of here. No more ranting. Thank y'all for tuning in. We had First Name Basis in here. We had Taz in here. We saw a few watching us live. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for showing up. Is that it? We done or we finished?
Finish up, we done.
All right. So thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week, same time, same place, right here on the Live and Level Gamers podcast. We had our Nintendo cast for once. This is all Nintendo tonight.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, but we won't be doing this next week. So, I'm a Nintendo guy, but there's not much to talk about.
Keep it real, brother. Keep it real.
There's nothing like that much to talk about here. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time. To the end. Deuces.